All right, I'd like to bring on Doug to share his experience with the program so far. So, Doug, are you there?
I am. Hi.
Awesome. So, Doug actually joined roughly around 3 to 4 months ago, right after sitting through a workshop very much just like this one. So, Doug, why did you end up joining the program and what was the reason that you decided to get started?
Well, I think that I've done a lot of investing and managing my own investments through the years. And one of the things that when I joined this, I knew I was retiring within a few months, and I have subsequently retired, and now I am retired. And so I thought this would be the perfect approach to creating money that I could live off of. So money on a weekly and monthly basis that I could then withdraw from my account and live on. I think this program is geared towards kind of squeezing kind of high-end results out of very safe stocks. And I think the whole approach to it is extremely risk oriented. So it's like, and by that I mean, you're really protecting you by choosing stocks that are at the right moment for this week to make money. And I think the guidance on that through the team and through the website that they've created is fantastic. There are suggestions on what to do every week, and they're changed every week and allow you to pick what you think that resonates with you and make investments that will pay off in that week. And you will have a continuing source of money. And I really thought that would be perfect for retirement because, like most of you are trying to save money for the future, it doesn't matter week to week or month to month. But when you are retired, you're looking for income, and that's a whole different world.
Got it. Yeah. So it seems like your situation, you need to be making money, whether it's on a week to week or a month to month basis, to essentially pay for your expenses. So you needed the right vehicle to do just like that. So I'm glad to hear that you were able to do something like that. You kind of touched onto it, Doug, about utilizing some of the program materials and like the software and the ease of use of it. Can you just elaborate a little bit more onto that? And I guess what was your favorite part of all of the program so far?
Yeah, well, there are many calls every week that you can attend, and I think in the beginning tried to attend all of them. There were ones more oriented towards beginners, and ones more oriented towards people that had kind of learned the basics, and so I did both. They were not over attended, and by that I mean the number of people on the calls was small enough that you could literally ask questions and talk with the person giving the program. It wasn't one of those. I've tried these things before where there's 100 people on the call, and so you're not going to really get much personal attention out of it. That those were very helpful. I do sometimes I listen to the recordings of those, but I don't actually attend them all anymore. I love the software. I am constantly telling Daryl this. I think it is a culmination, a kind of a accumulation of all of the things that you would want to put into a piece of software. And right now, I have been using many other pieces of software to do both analysis and to chart and to do understand more about individual companies and stocks. And essentially, this Market Dash software kind of puts it all in one place, and I no longer have it's kind of a one-stop shop, and I love that. It's probably my favorite part of the program, other than the personal attention that I'm able to get.
Awesome. I love to hear that. We spend so much time and resources developing the software. So it's good. It's so good to hear that it's essentially paying off and you love it. The next question I have for you is I've got actually some of your numbers up on the screen here. Can you go over some of the results and share with everyone the results that you've had? How's that progressed as the time went on? And you've been here for about 3 to 4 months now.
Right. Yeah, well, the first month I think I started a little bit slowly. I probably made about $17,000 that month. Following month, I made in the 20s. I think it says there. I can't really read it from here. And the third month, I think I made around 30,000 or so. So my goal is making $30,000 a month. So that's my goal for retirement. And I feel like I'm there. And I just have to make that consistently without going crazy. And I think I will be kept by the discipline of this program. I will be kept from going crazy. And I think it's just been so gratifying so far to realize I can do that because one of the things that, you never really know as you're saving for retirement, and you never really know in the stock market. So most of my most of my money is invested in equities or private equity right now. And so, that's going to go up and down, but this is just something that is going to continue whether the stock market's going up or whether it's going down. And the fact that you're able to kind of adjust the time you're in the market to just weeks, like a week in a particular stock or 2 weeks, that allows you to kind of wring some of the long-term trends that the market does out of your situation, which is great, which gives me a lot of faith that I can just use this to live off of.
Awesome. Yeah, you spoke a little bit about it briefly right there. Can you go over like the time frame between each individual trades, and the consistency? Were there any losing trades? How consistent were you on a month by month basis?
I think I've been pretty consistent. I think the average time that I'm in a trade is sometimes probably around a week, sometimes 2 weeks. Sometimes it will make a move and I'll be out in just a couple days. There are times when I have to kind of roll that trade, and some of those have gone on for a month or two in the worst case. And during that period of time, I'm still making money. I'm just not making as much money as if I would have started from scratch on those positions. But I think I've learned a lot of skills and techniques to kind of push off losses and have patience, and also just in talking about, not to panic, and that things are looking like they will turn around, and just hang in there, and learning how to look at the charts and to look at some real fundamental analysis. And there's lots of help around that from the calls, and you can easily suggest if you're interested in a stock, and on the call you can say, "Can we look at this stock?" And you'll look at the chart of that together and get some professional advice about it.
Awesome. Yeah, you shared that you've made some incredible results. Was the program worth what you paid, and would you say it's paid for itself yet?
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah, I mean the numbers I just mentioned, more than anything you could do with the program. So yeah, it's definitely worth what I paid. It also helped me look at, you learn a lot, and you learn by doing, I think, in most things, or most of us do. And so slowly walking through it and learning that way is the best way to learn. And I think it's changed my mindset a little bit. I still invest in high flying stocks, but I also feel like there's this real place to look at undervalued stocks for a certain reason, understanding what that reason is, understanding where they are in the cycle. And this is again what the program does and the website does, because they look at all of this thousands of stocks and say, of all of these, here's a handful that we think this week are poised to make some money. And so those are the ones that they suggest. And that's the difficulty as an individual. I don't know how many stocks there are, 20,000 or 50,000 or something. And like, where do you start, right? AI could look and analyze them for you, but like, are they right for what I want to do? And are they right for this week, which is the most important thing for me?
Thanks for sharing that, Doug. Last question I have for you is, what would you say to somebody that's sitting on the fence right now, trying to decide that if the program's even for them? what would you say to that person that is just unsure?
I think it's a great program. I think that there are a lot of programs out there, and if you go to, I don't know, Instagram or whatever, and just listen to the millions of people that are trying to sell you on different kinds of programs, and they all use AI and they all do this different stuff. It's fundamental investing, really. It's kind of like buy low, sell high kind of investing. And it's not swinging for the fences. It's not all the home runs that everybody talks about. It's just hitting the base hits. And I think that in the end, that's what's going to make you more money. And for whether you're investing in you're younger and you're trying to build a nest egg, or you're older like I am and you are either nearing retirement or you are in retirement now, you need base hits every week. That's what you need. And I think when you look at making 3 to 5% every, or month rather, you are going to, if you just do the math to 12 months, you're making, 30, 40, 50% a year, which I think most people don't do in their stock accounts. So if you can take less risk and make a higher return, why not? If you can just spend some time, and it's not a lot of time learning it, but the website is fantastic. And I think you'll be you'll thank me later because it is kind of it's the right move for you.